Welcome everybody to Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and today's film, whatever time you're watching, we're going to be taking a look at a film with Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield. I almost butchered that name wrong. They co-star alongside Courtney B. Vance, directed by Stella Magel, I think it is. We're taking a look at 2021's... No, wait, I'm sorry. This is a 2019 film. Yeah, released in 2019, The Photograph. Now, The Photograph was a movie that I really was interested because after watching Lakeith Stanfield in another excellent film, Judas and the Black Messiah, I wanted to cover another film that starred him in. And oddly enough, this movie was put up by Universal. So I figured what fitting to take a look at. And I got it at a Dollar Tree for like $1.25. So perfect time to check this out. And I was intrigued. So yeah. Now, the Photograph basically focused on a woman named Mai Mota. I think that's his. Yeah, Mai Mota. She's a photographer, but she actually really... Yeah, she's a photographer. That's all I really knew about it. And she's trying to look for answers. I'm just kind of reading the back a little bit. And she actually meets up with a man named Michael Block. That's Lakeith Stanfield's character. So he's sort of a guy, he's a journalist. And basically he meets up with he meets up with his brother who has two children. I think one 5 and the other's 2. I'm not sure, they don't explain. I think 5 and 2, I'm not 100% sure. So he's trying to get advice from the younger brother that I have a crush on this girl, what should I do? So he's giving tips and saying, as a parent myself, you should really... So basically, he tried to give tips. It's really, really engaging story. It's a well-made plot. The acting is good, but somehow I felt bored than more entertained with this film. Here's the thing. This movie is extremely confusing. Half the time it goes in and out. Then we got Courtney B. Vance, who's also her friend, I think a friend. Then it turns out to be this sort of like murder mystery. So it's like it doesn't know what to be. Doesn't want to be a romantic film. Doesn't want to be a murder mystery. Doesn't want to be a melodrama. Doesn't want to go back to being a murder mystery. You have some of these gaps like this that don't really in Eve. It's such a shame because Lakeith Stanfield, talk about an actor. There's an actor who's just, he was so amazing in Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know what happened when he decided to choose this. And he would go on to star in the Haunted Mansion reboot for Disney. So this actor, like I said, he's really good. However, it doesn't know what it's trying to be. Again, it's sort of these uneven plots. I don't know. For the like of me, I felt bored. For the like of me, I felt amused. So I didn't really put them two together to really figure out. Most importantly, I just was confused. The end of the film, he explains that I'm going to be leaving America and heading off to London. Yeah, I kind of really gave away. But they don't explain why. It's just he explains that. There's like some awkward sex scenes in the film, which really kind of irritated me. This movie would have worked if it was a hard R. This movie's PG-13. Yeah, this movie's PG-13, but the sex scenes don't feel, I don't know, kinky, I guess? It's just, I don't know. For like of me, I liked it for the performance, and I'm almost close to recommend it for his performance. Now, the actress Issa Rae will actually go on to star in another Universal film, Little. So I do own that movie. But I felt, again, with this film, I don't know what happened. I really don't understand what happened. Was it just because I didn't really understand what the plot was trying to be? I don't know. I can easily say there are some fun moments in the film. I like how he meets up with his brother and his two nieces. I think. Something like that. So, again, your mileage may vary. But like I said again, this isn't a bad movie. It's too bad. It's too bad when performance is this good in a plot that just was jumbled from start to finish. Again, I didn't hate the movie. I don't know. There's the likes of me that want to recommend it because of performances, and there's likes of me that don't want to recommend it because the plot doesn't know where it's going. Again, I felt this movie was like a melodrama, but I don't know. It tries to be. I give the director credit. This was actually produced by Will Packard. I did cover a movie he directed, Breaking In, and I thought that movie was fantastic. So I know Will Packard can produce good movies. I think he's a cinematic genius, and I think honestly, also another thing I had to kind of get this off the bat. I hate when I call movies. There's a scene in it where she gets a phone call saying that said, "Is my mother okay?" And then I was like, "Oh, she's dead." They say, "Yeah, she died." I'm like, I called it. I don't like when I call a scene. It hurts the movie. I shouldn't have to call it. I shouldn't have to. But, oh well. Like I said, it's an interesting watch. It's not a terrible movie. This isn't a bad movie. Let's actually talk about the bonus features. The bonus features on here are shooting the photograph, culture and film, the film for a photograph. According to the director, she wanted to make a movie similar to the film Love Jones. So, yeah. So, I guess I'll show you the cover art. I do like that artwork. I kind of like how it's like an old photography, like an old Polaroid. Though the funny thing is, they do show the scene at the beginning of the film where it says, I think it said like May 5th, 1989. I'm like, holy crap! That was the year I was born. I was a May 14th, 1989 kid, so yeah, kind of interesting. I did like that. That's at the very beginning of the film. But yeah, not too much going on. Kind of your standard disc. I don't know why I opened it up. But anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So anyways, final verdict. Should you see the photograph? Maybe. If you're really intrigued in this film and you like these two actors, then yes. If you're not a fan of these two actors, then I'd probably say no. It's one of those yes and no. Yes, the performances. No, just because the writing. So I'm only 4 minutes right now, guys, so I'm going to stop right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Find me on so many pages. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.